Fade in on a glossy magazine cover, rain-slicked streets of London reflecting neon lights. The year, 2026. British Vogue, arbiter of elegance, drops its inaugural best-dressed list. A whisper in the wind. But whispers can shatter glass. Cut to black. A single spotlight illuminates a name at the pinnacle, the Princess of Wales. Catherine. Poised. Unyielding. Her image radiates calm authority, like a crown worn without weight. The room holds its breath. Why her? And more crucially, who isn't there? The list unfurls like a red carpet under moonlight. Names gleam. Actors, designers, musicians. Each one a star in their constellation. But scan the page. Search the shadows. One expected luminary vanishes into the void. Meghan Markle. Absent. Erased. The silence screams. Was it oversight? Or something sharper, colder? Zoom in. Vogue's editors, in dimly lit offices, fingers tracing proofs. Not a word spoken about the omission. In fashion's gilded halls, ignorance is a weapon. Being overlooked? That's exile in haute couture. A velvet glove over an iron fist. The door doesn't crash shut. It clicks ever so softly. And in that click, power reveals its true face. But pause. This isn't mere fabric and thread. Vogue's decree transcends hemlines. It's a manifesto of essence. Who embodies culture without grasping at it? Who lets influence echo unaided? Style here is a whisper, not a roar. Restraint over spectacle. And as the pages turn, a map emerges, not of trends, but of empires. Who ascends the throne? Who lingers in the antechamber? The answers lurk in the ink. But first, the crowning. Catherine, not just listed, enthroned, eternal influencer. The words hang heavy, like antique lace in a forgotten wardrobe. Eternal, not fleeting fame, but timeless dominion. Beside her, Kate Moss, ethereal in smoke-filled runways. Naomi Campbell, fierce strides echoing through decades. Victoria Beckham, sharp lines cutting through the chaos. Icons who don't chase the spotlight, it pursues them. Feel the texture. Catherine's vintage gowns, whispers of history reborn. Her allegiance to British ateliers, a quiet patriotism stitched into every seam. One appearance, a brand's destiny rewritten. Stocks surge. Shelves empty. No fanfare. Just the subtle alchemy of presence. And looming larger, her future mantle of royal warrants. Seals of approval that don't just endorse, they elevate empires. Her touch? Gold. Inevitable. But why now? What alchemy turned poise into power? Hold that thought. Contrast sharpens like a stiletto heel on marble. The second list, 55 luminaries shaping the zeitgeist. Amal Clooney, committed to her silhouette like a vow unbroken. Musicians weaving sound into fabric. Actors embracing the eccentric, bold strokes on a canvas of confidence. Even the men carve their niches, tailored, unapologetic. Every name justified, every slot earned. Yet Meghan, a ghost in the gallery. No trace, no echo. The air thickens. This exclusion isn't amnesia. Vogue remembers. It curates. In elite enclaves, lists define more than acclaim. They delineate identity. Who are you in this moment? What legacy do you forge? What endures beyond the flash? Vogue's hush speaks volumes. Uncomfortable truths in the quiet. Whatever aura Meghan wields now, it no longer commands cultural throne. Authority? Withdrawn. But how? And at what cost? Dig deeper. Whispers from corridors of power. Meghan didn't await invitation. She extended a hand. Or was it a demand? Not a humble pitch, but a blueprint. Full feature. Prime real estate. Veto on visuals, verbiage, vision. Control absolute. The request lands like a gauntlet in a salon of silk. Ambitious? Perhaps. Entitled? Undeniably. Vogue's ethos, unyielding. They court titans, but the narrative? There's a loan. Icons bend, not break the frame. This overture? It jarred, not for its reach, but its presumption. Vogue men's no marred images. They safeguard sanctity. Polarization shadows Meghan's silhouette. Debates swirl like storm clouds. Demanding dominion over distrust? A bridge too far. The response, polite, measured, final. Access evaporates like morning mist. In fashion's lexicon, a gentle refusal echoes like thunder. What follows such a rift? Once, Meghan's allure shimmered. Novel, enigmatic, a fresh breeze through stuffy halls. Mystique, a delicate veil. But veils tear. Overexposure corrodes like salt on silver. Narratives repeat. Themes hammered home. Explanations etched in repetition. Power dilutes in the deluge. Vogue craves enigma. Spaces between words, questions unanswered. Meghan's arc? It constricted. Appearances scripted. Smiles staged. Moments laden with intent, not innocence. Since the shift, effort visible, like seams straining. Fashion favors the effortless, the labor concealed in grace. Mystery morphs to mundane. Platforms pivot, retreat. The royal exit promised liberation, unfettered skies, bold horizons. Yet reality bites. Influence wasn't innate. It borrowed from the crown's ancient glow. Severed ties stripped the scaffold. Media packs sparkled and sputter. Ventures launch amid fanfare, only to dim in the afterglow. Behind velvet curtains, bonds fray. Summons is scarce. Alliance is tentative. The unvarnished truth stings. Authority leached from institutional veins. Solo flight demands double the thrust for half the altitude. Liberty arrives, shadowed by solitude. In realms prizing permanence, solitude spells peril. But is this isolation self-inflicted or inevitable? Widen the lens. This transcends couture. It's a treatise on tides of power. Attention blares, viral surges, ephemeral peaks. Favor murmurs, subtle, steering fates unseen. Institutions hoard it like heirlooms. Vogue's reticence? A sentinel stance. The monarchy's measured silence? Strategy incarnate. Enduring might doesn't debate, it endures. Catherine blooms in alignment. Systems glacial, deliberate. Her ascent? No clamor, just convergence. Meghan's odyssey? Not dearth of drive, but displaced footing. Clash with elevating edifices breeds spectacle, not sustenance. Favor flees. Portals don't protest, they persist closed. Ultimately, garments fade. Trajectories diverge. One path, patience, attunement, institutional harmony. Relevance ripens organically. Inevitable. The alternate. Thrust, dominion, vocal insistence. Power resists coercion. Vogue's verdict. Coronation for one, circumvention for the other. No fanfare, just finality. This chapter closes not with clamor, but contemplation. A hiatus, realignment. The enigma endures, not whom Vogue exalted today, but who deciphers the doctrine ere another portal seals. Silent, serene, irreversible. And in that silence, empires redefine themselves.